It's around 9 o'clock in the nation's capital, 30 degrees and snowing like hell. Me and my lady pulls in front of her apartment, and I'm thinking, it's about to be a good night. Get out my car. Me and her walk toward her apartment building. I reach my hand out to grab the doorknob, and my lady looks at me and says, "Nigga, hurry up and open that goddamn door." And I'm thinking, wow, really? So I look at her. I said, "Sweetheart, I ain't got no problems opening that door, but you're going to have to ask me a little bit better than that." Now, I'm in my late 20s at this time. It's 30 degrees out, and it is snowing like hell. Her response to me was, "Nigga, I ain't got to ask you nice. Open the damn door up." So now I'm like, really? I said, "I tell you what. I am not going to open that door." And this is the door that's leading into her apartment building. And I'm like, I am not going to open that door until you either ask me nice, or the only other way we getting in this building is if you open the door. Now, we both stand out front of this building. Cold as hell, snowing like I don't know what. Looking back on that day, I'm like, dog, why didn't you just turn around, walk back to your car, go home, and call it a night? But nah, in my mind, I'm thinking, you're going to learn tonight. I'm going to re-raise you. I'm about to teach you a lesson you're going to learn tonight. An hour later, me and this young lady sitting down on the steps outside the apartment building, looking back and forth at each other. 2 hours later, we sitting down on the steps, in the cold, in the snow, looking back at one another. Now, neither one of us are dressed to be out in this weather, but we were both determined that we were going to win this argument. We were going to win this argument. 45 minutes later, my lady leans over to the side and look like she passes out in the snow. So now I'm scared. I'm like, holy hell. I picks her up from the snow. I walks her down the walkway and carries her up the steps. And oh yeah, y'all, I open that damn door to get in that apartment building. Then I open the door to get into her apartment, all while carrying her. I walk her through her apartment, take in her room. Take her boots off, socks off, get her comfortable, prep her up on the bed, got the quilt on her, got the pillow under her head. Oh, I'm pampering the hell out of this lady because I'm pampering. I'm getting her together now. She gonna be all right before I leave. So once she gets situated, I leave the apartment. Lock the door, get in my car, I'm riding home. Again, it's snowing, y'all. So now I'm like, oh, dog, I might barely make it home. But I'm thinking, oh, my God, this chick would rather die than lose an argument to her. But that wasn't the crazy part. That wasn't even an unusual day for us. Because in that relationship, during that time, we were either way up here having a great time or way down the bottom in misery. There was no middle ground with us. We was either having a fantastic time or total fool. That's what it went. It was a total roller coaster relationship. But I learned a lot from that, right? It was one relationship where it really opened my eyes to saying, dog, she need to be a little, two things. She just can't be cute and the sex is good. That's what I learned. I said other things actually do matter. But again, back to the relationship. It was either super, super great, or I felt like I was down there shaking hands with Satan. And the only thing I'm going to say about that is, if you are in a roller coaster relationship, that is not sustainable. That does not work. You are wasting time. So if you happen to be in that relationship that's hot, cold, no middle ground, save yourself a lot of time. Run now. Get out of it. It ain't gonna work. I'm gonna say it again. If your relationship is hot, cold, no middle ground, you are wasting your time. And oh yeah, and during one of those cold moments, you could be one of the unlucky few couples that wind up in the news. You could be that couple where people reading about you going, man, could you believe those fools did that? Yes. If you're in a relationship that brings out the absolute worst in you, the only thing I'm going to say is run and run fast. Like Chuck Brown said, run Joe, run Joe. Hey, look here, y'all. My name is Daryl Moore. Check out my book, Money Hungry. That's Daryl Moore. Check out my book, Money Hungry. Peace, love, happiness. I'm out.